and layers invisibly on the skin. Wow, we're getting fancy with the words. Uh-oh. Acts like a primer. Wow. Hey girl, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to find you the best beauty products for the best prices. And in today's video, we are going to be battling to find out what is the most affordable mineral sunscreen that you can wear underneath makeup or on its own, by mostly looking for underneath makeup. That's like the most important part. That won't make you greasy. It doesn't smell really bad. Goes on smooth. Since it's mostly for under makeup, I'm not as worried about a white cast, but it will get bonus points if it doesn't have a white cast. Like, none of that. We want it to be invisible. So I got 4 sunscreens I'm going to be testing out over 2 days for me. Same video for you. They're all like reasonably priced. Some of them are a tiny bit more expensive, but mineral sunscreens tend to be a little bit more expensive. I have 2 stick sunscreens and 2 liquid sunscreens. I wanted to kind of have a variety. We're going to do the stick sunscreens first. First up, we have the Neutrogena Mineral Ultra Sheer Dry Touch SPF sunscreen. And then we have the Cetaphil. I don't remember how to say this. This is the Sheer Mineral Sunscreen Stick Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This one is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. We'll do the Cetaphil on the right and the Neutrogena on my left. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Acid Serum Foundation / Serum because it's definitely more coverage, but it's still really lightweight. I'm going to just be putting powder on my forehead. I'm not going to use any primer. I just want to swatch it like on my hand. Okay, almost no white cast. It feels super good on the hand. Okay, starting off with the Neutrogena. It says, this stick is gentle enough for sensitive skin. This mineral sunscreen stick, easy to apply, non-greasy, dry to touch formula that leaves skin soft, smooth, with no white residue. The moisturizing sunscreen with 21.6% zinc oxide and vitamin E helps fight signs of aging. It's vegan. Okay. Water resistant for up to 80 minutes, so that's nice. Won't clog pores. It has 4.2 stars with 700 reviews. It's $13.91, so definitely not bad priced, especially for like this kind of mineral sunscreen. I was swatching this. How does it feel? Got a little bit of a white cast. Okay, well. Okay, moving on. It nourishes sensitive skin while providing hydrating, chemical-free sun protection. It locks in moisture and hydration and protects the delicate skin microbiome. Wow, we're getting fancy with the words. Blends quickly into the skin without leaving a white cast or greasy residue. Water resistant up to 80 minutes. Won't clog pores. Mess-free. Also has vitamin E. It's supposed to be comfortable on the skin. I'm gonna let this sit for a sec before I put on my foundation. It's currently $11.22. Okay, this is very interesting. They both have a slight white cast. The Cetaphil one blends out a little bit better, and I feel like with my pale skin it's not really noticeable, but if you have like a really dark complexion, I don't know if I can guarantee that there won't be a white cast, at least not a little bit one. But again, white cast isn't like the most important thing on the list for this video. They both feel slightly greasy when you're applying them. Like, it feels kind of weird when you blend them out. This one felt like I was blending out lotion, like really a thinner lotion, or lotion started to blend it out a little bit. This one just felt like I was blending out sunscreen just a little bit. It seems like they both have that sunscreeny look, like that shiny look, which is, if you're cool with that, great. The Neutrogena one has it a lot less, and like when I'm touching my skin, the Neutrogena one feels like it's dried down a little bit better. Like, it's a little bit more like of a neutral, not matte, but like a neutral finish. Okay, let them sit for a second. We're gonna see how makeup goes on top of it. Please don't be too dark. Oh, that's pretty dark. Please be okay. I love this stuff so much, and I feel like the shade match is pretty okay, especially once I put bronzer on my neck. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna use a little bit on my forehead and in between my brows. Okay, even though I like how the Cetaphil went on a little bit better, like when I was blending out stuff, I noticed I was putting on my foundation, like the white cast and how bad it was like on my forehead. The foundation covered up, so it's fine. But I also like, I don't know, I feel like my skin just looks better on this side. And once I have the foundation on, it does not feel greasy on either side, so that's good. Put the rest of my makeup on, but you don't need to watch that, it's fine. I'm gonna go about my day. I'll do a check-in halfway throughout the day, quickly in natural lighting, so we can see what's happening. I think so far so good. I think both sides look well, but will I be a grease ball by the end of it? We'll see.
Okay, it's been over 6 hours, and look how nice everything looks. Nothing looks greasy. Nothing feels greasy. Everything looks just fine. Lightweight, beautiful. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. There's no like weird pilling or anything like that. There's so many dogs barking. I'm very, very happy. Like, I'm kind of shocked, honestly.
It's been like 13-ish hours, and yes, I'm a little bit oily, but like that always happens if I don't use powder. But you can see on my forehead, it's definitely not bad. It's just mostly on my nose. Pleasantly surprised with these results, but I want to do a little test. I'm gonna be 100% real. If I have makeup on, I'm most likely not gonna reapply sunscreen, which I know is so bad. So many skincare girlies are probably out there being like, oh, it's horrible. I'm just not. But I've heard that you can reapply sticks without it messing up your makeup, so I thought we could try that out before. Even though my makeup's already kind of a little bit not the best, but it's been in a long time, so that is definitely going onto the stick. I would say that's a no-go for this one. Man, I guess in an emergency, but I don't know if you can tell. It definitely takes some makeup with definitely a different color. Okay, let's try this one. Did I crack it down the middle? That cracked it down the middle. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully that helps you decide if you want to try either of these. Day 2, we have the Neutrogena Sheer Zinc Face Mineral Sunscreen with SPF 50. And then we have the Sunbum, which I feel like is a really, really popular brand when it comes to mineral sunscreens. SPF 30 Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. I'll do the Neutrogena on my right and the Sunbum on my left. Starting off with the Neutrogena. Oh, it does not smell bad. It definitely still has a little bit of a scent to it, but it doesn't smell like sunscreen. It is bright white though. It's naturally sourced 100% zinc oxide sunscreen. Active ingredient technology. This gentle formula delivers superior broad spectrum protection against UVB, and UVA rays. Specifically formulated for the face, contains antioxidants, and layers invisibly onto the skin. It says dry to touch technology for non-greasy, lightweight finish, sweat and water resistant for up to 80 minutes. It is on sale right now actually for $11.50, but it's normally $12.99, which still is not bad for the size that you get. And it has 4.3 stars with almost 10,000 reviews. Okay, I think that's as blended as it's gonna get. I think this one ranks bottom for wide cast effect. That might not matter though. Moving on to Sunbum. You can see it's definitely darker than my complexion, but then when it goes on, there's not really an issue. Or at least I don't think there is. It says, our mineral SPF 30 tinted sunscreen face lotion glides onto the skin like butter. Acts like a primer. Wow, okay. Leaving matte finish, lightweight and silky. It will leave your skin feeling clean, natural, and protected. I believe it's water resistant up to, let's see, I think it says on the bottle, 40 minutes. So not nearly as long as everyone else, but that might not matter most of the time, especially if you're wearing makeup. They do also have a non-tinted version. I actually already own this and I've used it a couple times, but I haven't compared it to anything else. The tint is supposed to prevent the white cast, but it has 4.5 stars with almost 5,000 reviews. This is the most expensive option out of all of them, so you could take that into consideration. It is $18. I believe I paid $15 for it. It goes on sale a lot. Okay, I have so many thoughts and feelings. The Neutrogena one, it's so interesting. It comes out pretty liquidy. Like, it's not running down like my fingers super fast, but it is running down my fingers. But then when you apply it, it becomes so much more thick. It's almost like it's like doubled in thickness. It does not feel oily at all. That is not an issue. This stuff has a white cast for sure, but oiliness is not an issue. It did mattify my skin a little bit. It is definitely like dried down. It feels like I just have moisturizer on my skin now. It doesn't feel like as thick and heavy as it did when I was blending it out. That really made me nervous. I was like, my makeup's gonna look horrible today. As a pale girl, the white cast, once it's blended out, is not too bad, but I can definitely still see it. And if I can see it, anyone that is darker than me will be able to see it. So like for a under the makeup sunscreen, so far I'm okay with it because I'm gonna put makeup on top and it'll be fine. This side, it's so interesting. It's kind of a moussey consistency, which I love. It feels great to blend in, but I'm not saying it's oily, but compared to how thick the Neutrogena one was, it almost felt like it was oily. It's definitely not matte. It's a natural finish, but there is zero white cast because it's tinted, and you can see it doesn't really provide like hardly any coverage. I guess my face is a little bit more red on this side. It provides like little to no coverage. I like this a little bit better looks wise, just because if you decide you don't want to wear any face makeup that day, you don't have to have a whole separate SPF for days you don't want to wear makeup. I got this on my pants last time I did this, so we're not gonna do that again. I feel like everything looks really good. There was no peeling. I'm really excited to see when it comes to the Sunbum, like the priming effect, and theoretically the Neutrogena one should have somewhat of a priming effect too, because it has that matte finish, and we'll see how today goes.
We're at the halfway point. It's kind of light outside. And look at this. Look at this. I feel like I'm not shiny, like, at all. Like, I just have a little bit of, like, a glow, but that's from the tinted moisturizer. Everything looks so pretty. I feel like it's different than the sticks. I don't know why, because it's the exact same makeup. But doesn't it look better? Am I imagining that? I feel like it looks better. But so far, so good.
It's been 13 hours, which is about the time I tested yesterday, so that worked out really well. The only thing I'm kind of nitpicky about is it's separated right in between my eyebrows, but I had so much stress in my face today. I don't know why. But I was just constantly going like this, which I normally only do occasionally. So that might be the cause of that. I feel like both sides look better today than either side looked better yesterday. Not that either side necessarily looked bad. This side's like a little bit more oily on my nose, but not by much. My final thoughts are the Sunbun is probably the best all the way around just because you don't have to worry about white cast. If you wear makeup every single day and you're like, I don't care if it has a white cast or not, I would say just get this. It's cheaper and you get more product. Sunbun comes in first. This is a close second. If it didn't have a horrible white cast, it would probably be first. If you want to see a battle to find the best e.l.f. mascara, you can click right here. I'll link everything I talked about in the description box below. Those links are affiliate links, so I do get a small percent of the profit if you use my link to buy the product. It does not affect you in any way. I love you so much and don't forget that you are enough. Bye!